welcome to your midweek update, the triumphant return of your very favorite, very short, very situational podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry. Jack all up in your face kind of messed up the camera, so I'm a little off here. But unfortunately, you have to look at my face. Now, you may be wondering, what is the show all about? This is the program where we give you a quick update about what people are talking about this week. We examine the latest trending Google searches for today, so you know what everyone is concerned about. Now, I'm not claiming these are the most important things, or even that you should know them. I'm just helping you by letting you know what is going on with the world. And now, on with the countdown.
Number 5.
Number 5 is a sad story. Jimmy Gonzalez, a titan of I don't even know what kind of music it is. It's not Mexican music. It's not Texas music. It's Latino music. No, anyway, he's a musician, Jimmy Gonzalez. He passed away. He was very famous. He was a titan of music. He let's see what happened to him. He was a larger-than-life singer. And he was diabetic, and he was only 67 years old. And he passed away. He's from San Antonio, Texas, and very famous singer down there. People do want to search. They want to grieve. They want to figure out what's going on with their latest stars. And when a tragic situation like this happens, singers. I mean, we've lost too many singers lately, right? I mean, we lost Jimmy. We also lost Prince recently, Tom Petty, David Bowie. It's shocking and it's sad, but we still have the music. The music can keep us going, and in some ways, that makes Jimmy Gonzalez number 5. I hope people are searching him to remember him and listen to his amazing music.
Number 4.
Okay, number 4 is interesting to me because it is A Star is Born. A Star is Born, that's right. Bradley Cooper, along with Lady Gaga, or as my listener calls her, Stephanie, because they're friends, are making a remake of the movie A Star is Born. Now, there was a movie starring Chris Christopherson and Barbra Streisand in the 70s called A Star is Born. So the whole press on this is that A Star is Born is being remade from the 1970s. But there was a 1954 movie that was A Star is Born starring Judy Garland. Yeah, how about that? Did we forget about that? Oh, what? Wait a minute. There was also a 1930-something movie called A Star is Born with someone else. It wasn't. It was actors and actresses back then. So this is, okay, so you got 30s, you got the 50s, you got the 70s, and now we're a little behind. You know what I mean? We should have done this in the 90s. We've skipped over one generation of A Star is Born. But I believe that Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga can make up for it with an amazing new song. Now, they have some interesting co-stars in it. Dave Chappelle's in it. What? And I don't see him as a musical guy. Let's see what else they can tell me. Andrew Dice Clay, Sam Elliott. So the trailer's out there. A lot of people are looking for what that trailer's like. But I don't know if you've ever caught the Lady Gaga on American Horror Story. She really is kind of a good actress. And very clearly, Bradley Cooper is a good actor. And this is going to be an interesting movie, and a lot of people are excited by it because it is number 4 on our countdown. So much so, everyone is Googling it, and they're Googling it right now. Now, this is the time when we thank one of our sponsors. You're just like any other mom. Your kids are a handful. Your husband works shifts, and you have no time for yourself. You wonder, could time grow on trees? Have you heard of Aunt Nancy's Nannies and Sitters? I was struck stuck once last month, and my sitter referred to them. What a lifesaver. So give them a call at 913-735-0060. Aunt Nancy's Nanny and Sitters, more than just your average babysitters. And use promo code your midweek update at checkout. Now back to the countdown, folks.
Number 3.
So now what is number 3? Let's take a look. Ooh, Comcast outage. A nationwide Comcast landline outage is affecting folks everywhere. Now this is interesting because people are Googling, using their interweb, to find out if their Comcast is out. Now, I happen to have Comcast for my cable and also for the internet here. How would you Google if Comcast is out if Comcast is out? That's what I want to know. Maybe they're doing it on their phone or something, because that is the one small area of that Comcast or Disney doesn't have yet. They soon will. It looks like it's affecting thousands of businesses. As you can imagine, they're on east and west coast where, get this, folks, where most people are. Yeah, that's where most people are. So that's where it's affecting it. I look at the area that I'm in here in the Midwestern states, and it doesn't look like a big outage here. But Comcast is really suffering, and people are Googling about it on the Google to try to find out when it will be up. I'm trying to see here if they know why it happened. Oh, yeah, it looks like it was a squirrel in a tree, and he ate the cord.
Number 2.
What is number 2? And I'm sorry, you're number 2. You're not number 1. When you started as a thought, you wanted to be the number 1 Google trend for this day, but you're not. You're number 2. And you're always going to have to live with that fact that although you have over 200,000 searches for you, you're still the number 2. But that's okay, because the number 2 is Alice Marie Johnson. Alice Marie Johnson was pardoned by President Donald J. Trump for, I guess she was in prison for some drug charges, which seemed completely unfair. And I know what you're saying. Isn't it great the president has a very proactive policy towards the wrongly imprisoned? He has a very strong policy on legalizing drugs and making sure that our prison system isn't a new way to create new criminals and put people there unfairly. If you think that, you'd be wrong. Alice Marie Johnson was pardoned because Kim Kardashian came to the White House, asked Donald Trump because she knew about this. Now, I gotta say this. I applaud Kim Kardashian for knowing about this and actually asking for help. I also applaud her for that big behind that she has made her the household name that she is. So this is a life change where Alice Marie Johnson is now out of prison. She was pardoned, and it all had to do with the fact that Kim Kardashian has a really big ass.
And number 1.
Number 1 is I'm glad to see it's the number 1 Google search, and I wonder if anyone even remembers. Most people remember this. They don't, but this is D-Day. This is the 74th anniversary of D-Day, and D-Day is the invasion of Europe by the Allies to stop World War II. It was really a major battle in World War II to defeat Germany and to put us really on the winning side of that. Then, many brave service members lost their lives on that day, and it really, I think it's overused when you say that, oh, this event really changed history. But I'm telling you, D-Day was one of those things that if it didn't happen, our daily lives would be completely different than it is now. So it's a good thing to remember. You know what is really great is that we can remember it. The movie Saving Private Ryan, we can watch it and They did a great job of showing the real history of D-Day. But it looks like, just more than 5,000 ships, 11,000 planes, and 150,000 soldiers from the U.S., Britain, and Canada stormed the Nazi-occupied French beaches of Normandy in a deadly surprise attack on World War II 74 years ago. So, we don't have very many of those great folks that fought in that war with us anymore just by, they saved the world and they lived a long, happy life, and God bless them. But we should always try to remember D-Day really forever, because it really is one of those important things. I wish I could come up with some better, light joke about D-Day. For crying out loud, I haven't done this program in weeks because I got this puppy I got to take care of, right? I got things I got to do. And last time I'm talking about school shootings. Now I'm talking about D-Day. I mean, no wonder the dials everywhere are being turned off. People are like saying, no more midweek update. It's bringing me down. It's bringing me way downtown. And I'm not going to listen to you more. But D-Day is important. Let's be positive that people know about it. It's number one. And you should know all about D-Day. Congratulations. You're the number one Google search of all time today. I think it's all time, though. Well, when you have a triumphant return of a major podcast such as this, it makes you wonder if you should have came back at all. Anyway, we do this for you. We do this so you know what's going on in the world. And that's your midweek update. This is Paul saying, until we meet again, be safe.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctk.radio12345.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.